Some anime are made to comfort you. These were not. Behind the bright colors and the catchy opening songs, a darker side of anime hides. Stories soaked in despair, cruelty, and the worst parts of being human. The kind of shows that leave a scar long after the credits roll. Today we're counting down the 10 darkest anime ever made. So turn the lights down low and let's begin. At number 10, Parasyte, the Maxim. It starts with a simple, terrifying idea. Alien creatures fall from the sky and quietly take over human bodies, replacing the mind inside. High schooler Shinichi survives with only his right hand infected, leaving him half human, half something else, forced to live beside the very things hollowing out his world. Parasyte is dark because it never lets you look away from one question. What actually makes us human? As Shinichi slowly loses his emotions and his warmth, the real horror isn't the monsters at all. It's how easily a person can quietly become one. At number 9, Future Diary. 12 people are handed phones that predict the future, then thrown into a brutal survival game where the last one breathing becomes a god. It sounds like a thriller, until you meet Yuno Gasai. Sweet, smiling, and utterly obsessed, Yuno would burn the entire world down to protect the boy she loves. She became the face of the yandere, that gentle smile hiding something deeply broken underneath. Future Diary is dark, not because of the death game, but because of how it twists love into a weapon. The scariest thing in the room is the person who says she cares about you. At number 8, Hellsing Ultimate. In the shadows of England, a secret organization hunts the monsters that prey on humanity. And their greatest weapon is a monster of their own. Alucard, the most powerful vampire to ever exist, fights not for justice, but because he is bored, and only true despair can entertain him. Hellsing is drenched in gothic atmosphere, endless red nights, and the ghosts of a war that never truly ended. This is a show that stares into pure bloodlust and smiles right back. Stylish, brutal, and unapologetically cruel, Hellsing earns its place among the darkest. At number 7, Neon Genesis Evangelion. On the surface, it's giant robots fighting monsters to save the world. Underneath, it's one of the most crushing studies of depression ever animated. Shinji Ikari isn't a hero. He's a frightened, broken teenager, begging to be loved by a father who only sees him as a tool. As the battles rage on, the real war is the one happening inside his own mind. Evangelion is dark because it refuses to pretend that saving the world fixes the person who saves it. It drags you through loneliness and self-hatred and asks the quietest, most terrifying question of all. Is it even worth it to keep going? At number 6, Tokyo Ghoul. In a city that looks just like ours, flesh-eating ghouls live hidden among the crowds. Ken Kaneki is an ordinary, gentle student, until one fateful night turns him into the very thing he feared, trapped between two worlds that both want him dead. What follows is a slow, agonizing transformation, as a kind boy is broken down piece by piece until something new is born in his place. Tokyo Ghoul is dark because it's about losing yourself, watching innocence get stripped away until even the person in the mirror is a stranger. By the end, you're not sure who the real monsters were. At number 5, Elfen Lied. Few anime open as savagely or as unforgettably. It follows Lucy, a new kind of human born with invisible, deadly arms and a childhood of unimaginable cruelty behind her. Treated as a lab experiment and a weapon, she finally snaps, and the world pays for everything that was done to her. But beneath the horror is something achingly sad. A story about abuse, loneliness, and what happens when society decides a child is a monster. Elfen Lied is dark in the truest sense, mixing beauty and brutality until you can't tell them apart. Its haunting music and tragic heart have made it a cult classic people still can't shake. At number 4, Attack on Titan. Humanity huddles behind enormous walls, hiding from giants that devour people for no reason at all. That alone would be bleak. But the series keeps pulling the curtain back, and every truth is worse than the last. Eren Yeager begins as a boy who simply wants freedom and slowly becomes something the world has to fear. Attack on Titan is dark because it has no easy villains. It's about cycles of hatred and how the oppressed can become the oppressor. Just when you think you understand who to root for, it rips the ground out from under you. Few stories have ever felt this hopeless, or this human. At number 3, Monster. There are no titans here, no superpowers, no fantasy at all. Just a brilliant surgeon who makes one good decision, saving a child's life, and unleashes a nightmare upon the world. That child grows into Johann Liebert, perhaps the most chilling villain in all of anime. Calm, charming, and completely without a soul. Monster is dark because it feels real. It's a slow, creeping study of evil that wears a human face and walks among us unnoticed. There's no monster under the bed in this story. He's standing in the light, smiling at you, and you'd never suspect a thing until it's far too late. At number 2, Made in Abyss. With its adorable characters and breathtaking world, it looks like a children's adventure, and that disguise is exactly the trap. A young girl descends into a vast, beautiful pit to find her mother, and the deeper she goes, the more the wonder curdles into pure horror. Made in Abyss is dark because it weaponizes your hope. It lures you in with beauty, then puts these innocent children through suffering so cruel, it's almost unbearable to witness. Every layer down costs them more, and the world never once offers mercy. Few shows can make you gasp, cry, and look away all at once. At number 1, Berserk. This is the standard every other dark anime is measured against. It's the story of Guts, a lone swordsman raised by violence and betrayed by the one person he trusted most, now wandering a brutal world that wants to break him. Berserk doesn't flinch. From cruelty, from despair, from the worst things people are capable of. And yet, at its core, beats something stubborn and beautiful. The refusal to give up, even when everything is lost. Its themes of fate, ambition, and the cost of revenge have inspired countless creators. Berserk isn't just the darkest anime ever made. It's one of the greatest stories ever told. That was our countdown of the 10 darkest anime ever made. Stories that dare to show us the shadows most shows look away from. Did your darkest pick make the list, or did we leave one in the dark? Let us know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this descent, do us a favor, like the video, and subscribe for more anime countdowns every single week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.